My name is Michael Peterson. I've lived here in Fresno, California, most of my life. My story is primarily about my mother, who has dealt with, battled, confronted mental illness for pretty much what's been most of my life, beginning in about the third grade. And they figured out that the situation was basically what is known as schizophrenia, which was a little bit frightening. For me as a child, I didn't really hear about that word at the time. I just knew that things were changing and were different. Eventually, these problems led to my parents' divorce. We were very confused. I was very confused about what was happening. I didn't know what schizophrenia was. I just knew that there was something wrong with my mother. It was almost like she wasn't there. I studied psychology at Occidental and had a little bit of a desire, a motivation to try and find an answer, to understand what this whole schizophrenia thing was, and to try to find a cure to fix Mom. She now lives here in town. She's okay on her own, but we have to keep in touch with her all the time. Check up. My sister and I go once a week, take her shopping, get groceries, make sure she's on her medications, take a look at the bills in the checkbook and manage all of that stuff. She's getting money now through the state disability system, without which I don't know what we would do. There is in place mental health services in town that she has been able to see doctors and see psychiatrists with regularity to take care of her. But this system has been so fractured. It's almost more complicated trying to deal with the system than it is, trying to deal with whatever the psychological issue is. So it's no wonder that these poor, wounded people wind up homeless, confused, sleeping under freeways and in tents. If we are going to claim to be a modern, sophisticated, and humane society, then even the weakest among us must be tended to, so that no one is left alone to fend for themselves.